Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Alex Harwood of Walled Lake Northern Football. How's it going?
Good. How's it going?
Good, man. Coming off a win, breaking that long losing streak. I bet that had to feel good.
Oh yeah, it felt great. All the work that we've been putting up in the off season led all to that moment, and we
Yeah,
were finally able to put it all together and finish and come
yeah,
out with the victory.
yeah. I know that. I mean, I know last year was last year, but really, what was the workouts this summer, heading into even really starting in the winter when last season ended. That's really
Mhm.
really where it turned.
Yeah, definitely. I would say the one of our biggest things was leadership at the top, and then also people just putting in the work, just nonstop grinding since February of this year.
What were some of the biggest things that you specifically focused on to get ready for the year?
I would say the biggest thing for me, especially switching positions from quarterback to receiver, was just working out the little things. I went to a camp that was every single Sunday, constantly just working on my craft. And then I also went to some college camps too, get some information from them and be able to apply that on the field on Fridays.
Yeah, I know that this class. I know this class means a lot to coach, and I know it means a lot because obviously this is the first four-year class that he's seen all the way through. So what's that like? Obviously everybody remembers your freshman year, because of course that was the COVID year.
Hmm.
But really kind of seeing where you've kind of grown as a player to now. Do you what has it been like?
It's definitely helped a lot, especially with since we've all been in the system. I mean, for us, especially with our being our first year, with his first year, so we kind of just built up the system together, and just the chemistry between us and the coaches have been able to grow all 4 years.
Yeah. Really, in that game, what was it like just knowing that you guys did it?
It was something else. I mean, really didn't start celebrating until that final clock hit 0-0, but definitely coming towards the end of the game, we knew, hey, we finally did it. We finally put it all together and saw that on the scoreboard.
Yeah. What has this week of practice been like knowing? I know obviously you haven't had a chance to, I'm not sure if you guys have practice yet with it being Labor Day weekend, but what is this week of practice going to be like knowing coming off a win?
This week of practice, I mean, we would definitely take into consideration that we did win, but we also got to remember that we have to have that 24 hours where go out, celebrate, have fun, but we got a South Lyon East coming up next week, and we got to take care of them.
Yeah. Um, really going into that week, how have you kind of gotten better as from switching positions to being a receiver? What has that been like heading into week 3?
Uh, it's definitely been good. I would say just more of me working on my craft, me getting better. I mean, I know I had a good touchdown last week, but there's also some things to work on, and we got to get better at that.
All right, what are some things that you yourself need to work on to help out the overall program?
Me myself, I would say just getting better on blocking on the outside as a receiver, especially when the runner comes out, when the running back comes outside. Just getting rid of that corner, and then also working on my inside releases.
Yeah. um okay, let's get into your head a little bit. How do you get ready for a game?
I would say, especially for home games, my day starts is I'll probably arrive at like 3:45. I'll listen to some music, talk with some teammates, really just game plan before, and then we'll head to the film room at about 4:30 ish. And then once we get away from that, usually take me and Nate will go out to the field, just in our lowers. He'll throw around. I'll warm up my hands. He'll warm up his arms. Go out and do that for about 20 minutes, and we'll come back into the locker room. Then we'll listen to music as a team, and then right before we get out, we'll pretty much get everybody hyped up, and then we'll leave for the field for warm-ups.
Yeah. Is it different from home going on the road? What is it like? The difference between how do you handle home games and road games?
Road games are definitely different because you're going into enemy territory. So you're going to have their band, their fans, their everybody. we're going to be on the bus coming in. We're going to have eyes looking at us as soon as we get off that bus. So you just got to have that game set mind, be focused up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, what's on Alex's playlist?
I would say my playlist consists of a lot of 21 and Drake
All right. Okay.
and a little bit of Travis Scott.
Yeah. Can you believe that you're a senior?
Not really. I mean, it's crazy that 4 years is going by this fast, and it's on to my last year of high school.
Yeah. What do you really want to see on it? And what do you feel like this team needs to do to kind of get where they, kind of need to go?
I would say definitely take this game into next week, win that, and then go into Western and beat them to get our city championship back.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get to know you, Alex, a little bit. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you have any football superstitions?
Not really. I mean, I do the same thing every week, but that's pretty much about it.
Okay. Best high school football moment that you've had?
Best high school. I mean, I know it's just could be recency bias, but definitely that touchdown. It was a one-handed catch. The guy was holding me, hooking my left arm. Made a
Yeah.
one-handed catch, ran down the sideline, made a guy miss, and went and scored.
Okay. Favorite team that you root for?
Detroit.
Yeah.
Go Lions.
Okay. Um, what is how would someone describe you on the football field?
Uh, Definitely focused and getting people hyped up. If they make a bad play, get it past you. You got a next one coming up.
Okay. Like to ask receivers this. What's the toughest route that you've ran?
Toughest route that I ran? Uh, Probably a 15-yard comeback. Just making sure you're getting the timing right and your breakdown right. So as you're coming in, you got that 15-yard head start, full speed, and just snapping down quick and coming back.
Yeah. Um, Finally, not to put you on the spot, but what is something people do not know about you?
People do not know about me. I was I haven't been living here for that long.
Really? Where
Yeah.
are you from?
Well, I was originally born here, but I lived in Wisconsin for about 9 years of my life, and then I
Interesting.
moved back. So I've only been here since middle of sixth grade.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Well, Alex, thank you so much for coming on and doing this, and best of luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, thank you for having me.